Look out. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing really well. Just here with my boy Spike. Hope you enjoyed that little intro. I've been really struggling with the recording of music recently, so just trying it out with the microphone right in front of the amp to see if that does anything. Let me know if it sounded okay. But yeah, I've got a couple of questions that I need to answer, because I did say on Facebook I would answer some questions for people, and I didn't get back to them as quickly as I would have liked to. So I'm just going to get back to these questions here in this video. Now, the first question is, if you could only advise new owners of one basic training requirement they should be doing with their new dog, what would it be and why? This one is for pups. Okay, so if there's one thing I could advise new puppy owners of, it would be, okay, dogs are here. So my advice would be really engage with that dog as much as possible and do all the right stuff in year one, because that's the year that is the most kind of important, if you like, in terms of shaping a dog to be the way you want them to be. So Ozzy, for example, Ozzy is a dog that I was lucky enough to have at the right age. All my other dogs came to me at a later age because that was just the way it was, whereas Ozzy was a little bit more planned, so I was able to really shape this dog to be the way I want him to be. So it's a little bit different. You can still do amazing work with other dogs, but that would be my advice for new puppy owners, is just really, year one is the most important year, and you've got to do it right from the beginning, not wait until you've got problems, for example, and then start training. You want to start training and learn what that means, and you're training your dog all the time, so you just want to be doing it correctly. Okay. Ozzy, you okay? You coming over here? Come. Hey, what are you doing? Right. Question number 2 is, when bringing home a rescue, what is the first thing you should do once you have brought it in through the front door? The first thing I would do is I would introduce that dog to his crate or her crate, because if I'm bringing him or her into the house, it means I've already walked with him or her, and maybe not formed a relationship, because that's maybe asking a little bit too much of a dog that's just fresh out the shelter, although it could happen. I would have definitely taken that dog for a walk, and then coming back, I would have, introduced that dog to his space, his safe place, the crate where he's going to be resting, where she's going to be resting, and make that so that they're really comfortable with that from the beginning. It's a bit like having guests around and being like, hey, this is your room kind of thing. Make yourself at home, make yourself comfortable. That's what I would do with the dog straight away. Just look at this, guys. You alright? You're just going to sit there, are you? Okay, fair enough. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would do, because the dog really needs time to calm down and get out of a coping state and into a more relaxed state, into a more natural state, if you like. And that's not going to happen very quickly. It's going to take a few days at least for that to happen. So you want to make sure you've set the house up for that dog so that you're prepared. You know where that dog is going to be going throughout the day, at night, etc., when you have guests around, etc., etc. So that's what I would do. Take the dog for a walk and then introduce them to the crates, bring them out of the crate later on, take them for another walk, food, water, crate again. Let the dog just decompress, let the dog just go through that process. Clicker versus marker words. Okay, so just simple answer, marker words really, because I think clickers are great. I think they can be used and, they're very beneficial, but to be honest with you, I think marker words just do exactly the same thing that clickers do, and it just means that you don't have to walk around with a clicker, and it means that you can use your voice to get things out of your dog or get your dog's attention when you need to. So for me, that's helpful. I've had some people come to my classes with clickers, and I have actually said to them, like, you know, it'd be a bit better if you started to use marker words, because it would be personal to you, not just this clicky sound, which I find is more beneficial. And I've actually had, you know, people tell me that were using clickers that, yeah, using the marker words in the correct way is actually a lot more beneficial, realistic, easier to do when you're in a real life situation kind of thing. So I think, yeah, I think that's my simple answer, is I choose marker words. Now, I had one more question. This was from Jan, and it's just, Sadie is still barking constant even though I've been correcting her for 2 weeks. So, okay, so stop correcting now, because obviously you're not doing it right, or it's not the right situation for correcting. Now, Jan, I think you told me about your dog in a Facebook Live, and I tried to look for the video, and I tried to look for your comments, and I couldn't find it. So I'm going to need a little bit more context for this one, and in the next video I will try to help you out, but right now I just don't have the information to help you out with this one. Just send me a message and I'm happy to help you out with that, and I will go through it in the next video, okay? Alright guys, that's all we're going to do today. Hope that helps. Talk to you soon.